All right, first and foremost, I want to send my condolences to the family of Dante Wright in Minnesota, Brooklyn Center, 10 miles north of Minneapolis. You may not see this, but if you do, I mean, for what it's worth, my thoughts, my love is with you. That won't bring your son back. I wish I could, but the reality is I can't, right? Officer Kimberly Potter, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. Almost 26 years on the force, and you can't tell the difference between a taser and a gun. A gun is heavier, and you use a yellow taser, your gun's black. You're the most senior officer on the force, plus you're the union president or union chairman, what the fuck ever. They trying to cover up for you. They trying to get you off. Yeah, you resign, but you need to be fucking charged. You're horrible. It's people like you. It's cops like you. Is why so many people don't trust cops or hate cops. I can't stand cops, right? But then you get people who want to try to make excuses for you guys every time you kill a black person. You shouldn't have ran. You should have complied. You should have listened. You should have did this. You should have did that. You should have showed the ID. We can do all those things and it don't fucking matter. George Floyd was killed coming up on 2 years ago. Philando Castile, what was it, 2016? Minnesota, y'all have a problem with black people. But then the black cop that kills Justine Diamond, I mean, she didn't deserve to die, but they told her ass to stay in the damn house. And what happened? When the cops arrived, she ran up to the car frantic, I guess pounding and beating on the window. Her ass got shot. Why? That cop, he didn't know what was happening. It's dark outside, so he thinking somebody trying to hurt him, so he shot. Now it sucks she died, but when people were out in the streets for her, guess who was out there showing love and support? Philando Castile's mom. Why? Because she knows how it feels to lose a child to the police. Now, that black cop who shot her and killed her, where is he? In jail. I thought all lives matter. I thought we were all created equal, right? That's a bunch of bullshit. Because if we were all created equal, then black people would get a lot more justice in this country. The only time we get justice is when we kill each other. One dead, one in the cell. Or vice versa, however many are involved. That's how it works. But then, see, I'm about to get real. I'm going to try to get as real as possible, but be as civil as possible. That's how I roll. That's how I get down. When black people speak out about these things, or we try to shed light on it, raise awareness. I mean, we're all aware of what happens, right? But see, it depends on who's watching. Because there are some people who look at this stuff and it's too negative for them. There's some people who look at this stuff, oh, well, it didn't happen to my friend or my brother or my cousin, so I don't care. Not all white people are racist, but too many white people aren't speaking up. Too many white people on Facebook's hitting the laugh reaction or sitting there again trying to make excuses for this shit. Breonna Taylor was asleep in bed, didn't see it coming. The cops was looking for her ex-boyfriend who was the drug dealer. He was already in jail. Her current boyfriend wasn't a drug dealer slinging that stuff. He did what any loving man would do to protect himself or his girl or his family. Cops broke in the house unannounced. He don't know that. How are you supposed to know somebody's a cop if you break in the middle of the night and you don't say shit? You break in my house trying to get to me, I'm going to try to get you too. Especially you come in unannounced. We have a right to defend ourselves. But apparently not if you're black in the middle of the night when cops come in unannounced. See, we're human too, right? But we don't always get treated as such. Because at a point in time, we was considered 3/5 human. Hell, it's still in the U.S. Constitution. Declaration of Independence, take your pick. All that shit. There's documents stating that. Look it up. Those documents haven't changed. So let me ask you this. We're 3/5 human. What the fuck is the other 40%? 3/5 is 60%. What's the other 40? Are we aliens? Are we animals? Are we dogs? Are we cats? Are we tigers? What are we? To this day, this is 2021. We get treated as if it's 1921. I mean, we're not segregated. We're not in the cotton field. Okay. To me, I feel like we're in the midst of another civil rights movement. My grandmother's about to be 92 next month. She lived through the civil rights movement. And I go to school and listen to the bullshit I know I was being taught, and I figure I need to go to the source, a source I know wouldn't lie to me, a source I know I can trust, a source that's been through so much for me to have a chance to be here. And as I'm talking about this, my grandmother's a strong woman because to get through what she got through for the next generations to get here, she's my hero, man. You understand me? She about to be 92 years old next month. So this is why I get passionate about stuff like this, right? Because people had to get beaten and die and get treated worse than animals for me to even have a chance to be here. So when I talk about these things, when I try to educate and enlighten, I take it very seriously because nobody pays me to do this, right? Look in my eyes. This is everything to me. Because knowledge is power. And at a point in time, we weren't allowed to read and write, black people. So everyday things, I don't take them for granted because somebody had to get beaten or had to go through hell or they had to die for opportunity for somebody else to do it. People say, oh, well, stop bringing up the race card. There's no such thing as a race card. When we speak about realities that we face to this day, you want to talk about pulling a race card to try to water down our arguments, our valid reasons, our life experiences, just to fit your liking. Well, guess what? I'm not watering down shit for anybody. If my real life story or my grandmother's real life story or my mother's real life story or my grandmother's mother's life story and vice versa is too uncomfortable for you, stay the fuck away from me. Stay the fuck away from us. Now, are black people the only one in the world to have problems? No. Everybody has problems. Everybody loses ones they love. Everybody then lost a job, a house, car, and vice versa, whatever. But there are some things, ladies and gentlemen, that you won't never, ever, ever live to understand, to go through, because you're not in the skin. This skin that you see, is it the prettiest skin in the world? No, but it's my skin and I love it. It's everything to me because it's mine. Through trials, obstacles, and tribulations, good, bad, rough, sunny, snow, sleet, hail, winter, summer, spring, fall, I would not change the skin for anything in the world. You could offer me $20 million to change the skin, I still wouldn't do it. And some of you probably like, oh, you crazy as hell. Yeah, I'm crazy, but I'm not stupid. I love the skin I'm in. This means everything to me. I don't want to change it. Dante Wright should be here right now. This police brutality, this shit is out of control. And many of you who are not black, you don't speak up enough. You don't educate your children enough. Hell, you don't even educate yourselves enough because you think you know it all. You laugh at us. You say we cry. You say we're bitching. If we say we're tired of this place, you tell us we need to go back to Africa and vice versa. So, in other words, you expect us just to take this shit and just keep it pushing, right? We've been taking this shit a long goddamn time. We are tired. We are human too. We have contributed great things to this world. And we don't always get the respect we deserve. Now, not everybody's race, not every white person's racist, because I know some amazing white people who I've been friends with over 20 years, pushing 30. Okay? And some of those same white friends I'm talking about, they have the same passion and desire I have, which I'm very thankful for. We need more eyes, minds, souls, and hearts to be open because at the end of the day, white people, we those of us who are parents, we love our children too, just like you love yours. If somebody took a child away from you, you're going to be hurt. You're going to be angry. You're going to be sad. You're going to want to go get the motherfuckers who did it. I understand. But why is it when we hurt, y'all look for every excuse in the world to try to justify why we're getting killed and hurt? If we're unarmed and not posing a threat, we do not deserve to die. Now, if I get out and I point a gun at a cop or a weapon, okay, yeah, then I'm obviously asking for it, right? But I've seen on many occasions white people be able to get close to cops, hell, even wrestle with the cop, go for the cop's gun, and the cop still don't pull the gun out and kill him, or they don't pull out the nightstick, they don't pull out the taser. You can have training, you can train all you want. You can train for 10, 15 years. But if you're a racist, if you're a white supremacist, and you have that hate in your heart, there's no training that's going to fix that. People keep talking about training. You can't. Everybody doesn't break that cycle. They don't. They don't. It doesn't matter what we do. Philando Castile tried to show the ID like the man wanted 7 bullets in him in front of his girlfriend and his daughter. George Floyd called out for his mama who had already passed on. He knew he was about to die. He called out for his mama that couldn't come and save him. And a lot of you, again, on Facebook, you hit the laugh reaction. A lot of you who are laughing at us right now, I don't wish death upon anybody, right? But a lot of you who are laughing, there's going to be a time where you stop laughing and we get to laugh. Those of you who hit that laugh reaction, you're pretty much telling me you're a racist. You don't care, which is fine. Okay, cool. But in summer, you were in church on Sunday praising God and Jesus and all that stuff, but yet you're a racist. But remember, God loves all his children. That includes the black ones. So it sounds like you're going against your God or your Jesus or whatever religion you follow because you don't like some skin. Sounds like you have a serious mental issue there. So to those of you out there who are open-minded and you're not a racist, I need you to understand something. I need you, if you're not already doing it, to enlighten and educate, and I need you to be louder. I'm not saying go kill anybody or hurt anybody. I need you to be louder. Because the only way we're going to start to defeat this thing and change the narrative, we need more people to stand up. Because if you don't feel there's a problem, this shit's going to get bigger. It's going to pulsate. It's going to get bigger. It's going to get huge. And then, how much time? I mean, it's only a matter of time before we see the next hashtag, unfortunately. But we're seeing the hashtag Dante Wright in the same city where George Floyd was killed. Philando Castile was killed. Justine Diamond was killed. The only difference is the only one who got justice was Justine Diamond, the white woman who got killed. So time and time again, this country shows us that black people, I guess we don't deserve justice unless we kill each other. So to me, it's telling me that America wants us wiped out, and it hurts because I don't bother nobody. I don't hurt nobody. I didn't ask to be here, but I'm here. Black and I'm proud, and I'll say it loud. Those of you who claim to love black people, I need you to stand up right now and speak louder than ever before. Because we dying by the day. I mean, everybody's dying, but we dying by the day. The reasons why we're dying, it's not just us, but at the rate, it's like we're almost an endangered species in America. So what more do you need, America? Those of you who want to try to make a change, you ask, what can you do? What more do you need? For one, you need to stop being silent. Because being silent, a lot of you want to quote Dr. Martin Luther King. Our lives start to end when we become silent about the things that matter. I love dogs, right? But there are a lot of you out there who never touch the issue of police brutality or racism. But let somebody harm a dog, you're loud and clear. You're so loud, motherfuckers in China can hear you. Hell, motherfuckers in Mars, Jupiter, the next galaxy can hear you. Can we get that same energy? I remember years ago I saw a video on Facebook, right? There was cops in California. There was a white woman handcuffed on the ground, and they was kicking and beating the shit out of her. The first thing out of my mouth was, I said, that's somebody's mama. I didn't care what the color of her skin was. That's somebody's mama. That's what I said. Because I have a mom. And if somebody did something to her, the only way you're going to stop me is you're going to have to kill me. That's somebody's mom. Handcuffed on the ground, getting kicked and beaten. We human too. We love our loved ones just like you do. Some of you say you don't see color. Do you see this? This is color. It's a darker color, but it's a color. We all see color unless you're colorblind. If you're not colorblind, you see other colors. You talk about we're all the same. We're not all the same in reality. Because if that was the case, I wouldn't be making this video right now. But we're all different. See the color, embrace the difference. Because we all have stuff we can bring to the fucking table. The excuses got to stop. We deserve justice too. What more do you need? Some of you need a reality check. Before I end this video, those of you who are not black and you have children, whether your kids still live at home or live down the street, wherever they are, whatever, think about if somebody executed your child, what would you do? How would you feel? Now, let's take it up a notch. Your child got executed and doesn't get justice. And millions of people are trying to make excuses to get the person who killed your child off the hook. That don't feel good, does it? That don't sound good, does it? That thought sucks, doesn't it? That's what I thought. But yet all lives matter, right? Colin Kaepernick was right all along, whether you want to admit it or not. You talk about disrespecting the veterans. There was a white veteran who suggested he kneel as a sign of respect. Let's talk about Virginia really quick before I hang up or get off. That black Army lieutenant. He said, "I'm afraid to get out the car." One of the white officers said, "You should be afraid. Given the history of what's been going on in this country, he should be afraid." This is somebody who risked his life to protect and defend that same cop who was ready to kill him and pepper sprayed him. Colin Kaepernick was right all along, whether you want to admit it or not. And those same people who was criticizing Colin Kaepernick, when they see this video I just told you about in Virginia with the black Army lieutenant, why is that? Is it because those cops are doing things you've been dreaming of doing all along? You just haven't said anything? As time goes along, when shit like this happens, people start exposing who they really are. People you might have considered your brother or sister, even though their skin don't look like yours. That shit hurts. That shit hurts. Anyways, I want y'all to think about a lot of the shit I just said. A lot of it you know, a lot of it you don't know, whatever. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a famous person. Because a lot of you, when a celebrity, a rich person speaks on something like this, oh, well, they're rich. What they got to worry about? Just because you have money don't make you immune from everyday reality. Think about that shit.